Okay, picture this. You're stranded in an apocalypse, but instead of fighting zombies, you're stocking your tank with the ultimate survivor fish. Today we're breaking out another tier list to rank the most bulletproof fish. Those that thrive through chaos, keep your tank popping, and maybe even outlive your willpower to clean the glass. Let's go! First off, we're gonna get into Oscars, the fish that, no joke, might be more emotionally intelligent than your last situation ship. You know what I'm talking about. Oscars are those big, chill friends who just get ya. You walk by their tank and they're like, oh hey, you're home. Give me food. And it's not just in your head either. These guys have been observed recognizing their owners. Oscars are out here being the golden retrievers of the aquarium, except, you know, with fins and a lot less fur. But let's not forget, Oscars are big, like big. If you're picturing a cute little fishbowl setup, you might want to reconsider. Because an adult Oscar needs at least 75 gallons to swim comfortably. And they're not just swimming, they're performing. They're known to rearrange their tanks, picking up rocks and moving them around as if they're saying, this feng shui isn't working for me, so I'm gonna fix it. It's their world, and you're just living in it. And their hardiness is no joke either. Oscars are some seriously tough fish. Near invincible as long as you keep them in their temperature preferences between 74 to 81 degrees Fahrenheit. Keep them happy and entertained, and they'll reward you with their quirky personalities. They're also pretty drama-free when it comes to food. Pellets? Cool. Frozen treats? Love it. Just don't try to slack off on tank maintenance, or you're gonna have a very grumpy fish staring you down. For their charm, intelligence, and resilience, Oscars solidify their place in A tier, offering a blend of personality and durability. Let's continue with white cloud mountain minnows, the small but mighty champions of the aquarium world. These little guys are unbothered kings of the cold. Temperatures drop to like 57 degrees Fahrenheit? Yeah, they're fine. Your heater breaks? Still fine. Honestly, if fish had zodiac signs, these would be the Sagittarius of the group. Just thriving under pressure and doing their own thing. They're also ridiculously easy to care for, which makes them perfect for beginners. Don't know much about fish keeping? It's cool. White clouds do not judge. They're peaceful, they school together beautifully, and they thrive in planted tanks. Their natural shimmer catches light in a way that's low-key magical. I mean, imagine just sitting there watching them dart around and suddenly your stress just melts away. It's a vibe for sure. Oh, and let's talk about their hardiness. White clouds can handle poor water quality better than most, but that doesn't mean you should test their limits. They deserve a clean, well-planted tank where they can show off their shimmering scales and chill demeanor. Fun fact, they're sometimes called the working class fish because of how simple yet reliable they are. Honestly, they're the embodiment of work smarter, not harder. For their ease of care, peaceful nature, and bulletproof adaptability, white cloud mountain minnows proudly land in the S tier, embodying the ultimate chill champions of the aquarium. Buenos Aires Tetras are the rebels of the aquarium, combining toughness with a hint of chaos. These fish thrive in setups that might scare off other species. They don't need heated water and they can handle less than perfect conditions like pros. But here's the catch. They're notorious plant destroyers. If you have a lovingly planted tank with lush greenery, you might want to think twice. Because the Buenos Aires Tetras, your aquascape's basically an all-you-can-eat salad bar. They're known for their playful and sometimes mischievous fin-nipping tendencies, so slower or long-fin tank mates might find them less than charming. But that said, they're active swimmers with tons of personality, perfect for hardscape-focused setups. They bring energy, durability, and a little bit of edge to any aquarium, making them ideal for a fish-only tank or setups where you don't mind a bit of drama. Despite their durability, their plant-eating habits and occasional nipping put them down in the D tier, making them more suited for specialized setups. Okay, moving from chaos to calm, the Endler's Guppies are the chill, easygoing residents your tank will love. These pint-sized swimmers are the definition of good vibes, bringing flashes of color and energy without demanding too much in return. Their small size makes them perfect for nanotanks, and they don't overpopulate the way that some other live bears do, keeping things balanced. For beginners, they're a dream, hardy, adaptable, and always ready to bring a splash of life to your setup. Endler's Guppies thrive in groups, zipping around and exploring every inch of the tank with curiosity. Their vibrant color stands out, and their forgiving nature makes them a great choice for anyone just getting into fish keeping. Feed them a variety of flakes, pellets, or even live food, and you'll have a happy, healthy little swimmer darting around like they own the place. If you're looking for low-key charm and effortless beauty, Endler's Guppies are your go-to. While they're not the flashiest or most dramatic, their hardiness and chill vibe secure them a spot in the B tier, perfect for a beginner setup. And then there's the black neon tetra, the understated icon of the aquarium world. These fish may not steal the spotlight like their flashier neon cousins, but they more than make up for it with their timeless elegance, and unmatched resilience. Their bold black and white stripes give off a sophisticated vibe that enhances any tank setup. And what's more, they're tough as nails, making them perfect for both new and experienced fish keepers. Black neons are happiest when kept in schools, where their synchronized swimming creates a mesmerizing display. Watching them glide through the tank is like watching an aquatic ballet, calm, coordinated, and endlessly satisfying. They're peaceful and easygoing, plus they get along with just about anyone in a community tank. And their care requirements are super manageable. As long as you maintain good water quality, they will thrive without a fuss. These fish bring balance and beauty to any setup, proving that sometimes the understated stars shine the brightest. For their elegance, resilience, and easy care, black neon tetras find their well-deserved place in the B tier, offering reliability with a touch of understated charm. Alright, let's talk about tilapia, aka the unbothered, unstoppable, unapologetic fish of the aquatic world. These guys are basically the cockroach of fresh water, but not in a gross way, but they just don't quit. Extreme conditions, muddy puddles, near freezing waters. Well, tilapia's out here saying, cool, where's my next gig? They're so resilient that they've colonized environments others wouldn't dare to touch. Honestly, if the world ends tomorrow, I'm betting tilapia will still be around. Just vibing, and whatever nuclear puddles are left. Their secret sauce is in their biology. Tilapia are prolific breeders, meaning they're always one step ahead of extinction. Even in poor water conditions, they're like, no, we're good, we'll make it work. And you gotta respect that level of hustle. They're a go-to for aquaponics because their ability to grow and reproduce under pressure. Farmers don't need pristine setups for these guys, just toss them in and they'll turn water into, well, more tilapia, like little alchemists. It's giving ultimate adaptability, and honestly, we could take all the notes from their never-give-up energy. And fun fact, tilapia are so hardy that they've become invasive in some parts of the world. They're the aquatic equivalent of your super efficient friend who ends up doing a little too much. It's a flex and a problem, but hey, nobody's perfect. If you're thinking about keeping tilapia in a tank, remember that they're low-key messy eaters and they need solid filtration, but if you've got the space, they're practically indestructible. For their unrelenting resilience and unmatched adaptability, tilapia earn their spot in S tier, making them the ultimate survival powerhouse. Yeah, you might blast me in the comments, dude, that's not an aquarium fish. But these fish are so hardy that they power themselves into S tier with their resilience. Like Jeremy Clarkson would say, speed and power. Oh, and they taste delicious too. Bringing it all together with a touch of flair, fancy guppies are the showstoppers of the aquarium world. Their flowing fins and vibrant colors instantly steal the spotlight, transforming your tank into an underwater fashion runway. But these guppies aren't just about looks, they've got some serious adaptability too. Let me tell you about the time I accidentally tossed a fancy guppy into my saltwater predator tank while I was using him to breed feeder guppies. No acclimation period, just tossed him in with no plan, and this little guy managed to not only survive in the marine setup for the weekend, but also evade my lionfish. I found him swimming back and forth like a triggerfish until I eventually moved him back to the feeder tank where he was as happy as ever. Wild, right? Every breath is a gift. That said, while they're incredibly resilient, fancy guppies do need a little extra care to keep their beauty shining. Their long, delicate fins can make them prone to issues like fin rot if the water quality isn't spot on. When their environment's on point though, they thrive and become dazzling centerpieces. They're also prolific breeders, so don't be surprised if your tank population explodes overnight. They can definitely keep things lively, but if you're not ready for that kind of growth, you might want to monitor the breeding. For those who are ready to give them the attention they deserve, these guppies will reward you with their stunning appearance and lively, playful behavior. They're not just fish. They're living pieces of art that elevate your aquarium to a whole new level. While some varieties of fancy guppies can be a little more demanding than other hardier species, their adaptability and beauty make them well worth the effort. That's why they comfortably swim into the B tier. Perfect for hobbyists who love a little flair and charm in their fish keeping. Alright, so Plecos are basically the unbothered legends of the fish world. You know, those people who just adapt to literally anything and always find a way to thrive? Yeah, that's Plecos. These guys are literally armored. They're rugged and they're so durable it's almost unfair. The wildest thing, they can survive out of water for up to 30 hours. Yes, you heard that right. If the tank gets low, they don't freak out. They're just like, all right, guess it's time to activate survival mode. They've got this really unique breathing organ that lets them pull oxygen from the air, making them borderline superhuman, super fish. Okay, and if things really get tough, they also absorb moisture from their environment. It's next level adaptability, and honestly, it's kind of inspiring. But that's not all. Plecos are the ultimate multitaskers in your tank. They're natural algae cleaners that constantly munch away and keep your aquarium glass spotless. Watching them suction to the tank walls and go to work is oddly satisfying. Just make sure to throw in some variety into their diet. Algae wafers, fresh veggies, whatever they need. Because even these tank heroes deserve a treat. Plecos are proof that being tough doesn't mean you can't be low-key awesome at the same time. For their resilience, unique abilities, and multitasking skills, Plecos secure a well-earned spot in the S tier, making them the ultimate bottom-dwelling champions. Alright, I have an idea. Since we're talking about bulletproof fish, I'm inviting a good friend of mine from the channel Sharpshooter to introduce this next one. Alright, let's get into Convict Cichlids, the fish that basically said, rules? Never heard of them. These little powerhouses are as tough as they come, thriving in setups that would stress out almost anyone else. Murky water, temperature swings, overcrowded tank. Convict cichlids are just out here thriving like, man, is that all you got? And then there's the looks. Bold black and white stripes that make them look like tiny aquatic rebels. You know, my hobby may just be guns, but these fish are cool. They're the kind of fish you add to your tank when you want a little spice. But here's the tea, they are prolific breeders. These fish treat every day as cuffing season. So don't be surprised when you wake up one morning and find the population has, doubled. Honestly, they could teach a masterclass in survival instincts. While their territorial tendencies can sometimes lead to a little bit of tank drama, it's all part of their charm. Convict cichlids are endlessly fascinating to watch because they're always doing something. Defending their turf, rearranging tank decor, or just being unapologetically themselves. If you're into fish with big personalities and even bigger resilience, these rebellious little legends are perfect. With their bold attitudes, hardiness, and charm, Convict cichlids claim their spot in the A tier, offering a thrilling bulletproof addition to any tank. Buck Tanner, everybody. Okay, rice fish. These guys are the ultimate minimalists, and honestly, we're here for it. These shimmering little swimmers are all about keeping things chill no matter what the circumstances. Extreme heat? Cold? Yeah, they're like, cool, yeah, we're good. They've got this whole weather doesn't faze me energy. They thrive in temperatures that would leave most fish packing their bags. So if you've got an outdoor pond, they'll turn it into their personal paradise, breeding effortlessly and laying their eggs on plants like it's the easiest thing ever. Watching them dart around in the sunlight is pure aesthetic goals. And the best part? They're low maintenance. You don't need a fancy setup or a ton of equipment to keep them happy. No heaters, no stress. They're just out here thriving in their own effortless ways. Whether you're a beginner looking for a fish that's easy to care for or a seasoned hobbyist wanting to add a touch of elegance to your setup, rice fish are the definition of effortless cool. They're understated yet stunning, proving that sometimes less is definitely more. With their adaptability, elegance, and chill vibe, rice fish claim their place in the S tier, making them an essential choice for pond or tank setups. Alright, let's give it up for the green or copper Corydoras, the wholesome tank buddies who are just here to keep things running smoothly. These little bottom dwellers are the unsung heroes of the aquarium world. They're not flashy, but they're ridiculously dependable, cruising around the tank floor and cleaning up all the little leftovers. Picture them as like tiny aquatic Roombas, but way cuter. They're also super social, which means they're always down for some squad goals. And keep them in a group and you'll see them interacting in the most adorable ways. Wiggling, darting, and exploring together like a little family. And they're built tough too. Corydoras can handle a variety of water conditions without breaking a sweat. And their sensitive barbels make them pros at finding food in the substrate. But heads up, they do need soft sand or fine gravel to keep those barbels in tip-top shape. Watching these little guys go about their business is honestly therapeutic. They've got this calming energy that balances out any tank, and they're always up for the task no matter how messy things get. If you want a fish that's equal parts hardworking and heartwarming, green or copper Corydoras are their real MVPs. For their dedication, cuteness, and reliability, green or copper Corydoras land firmly in the A tier, becoming a must-have for well-rounded community tanks. Paradise fish. Oh man, where do we even start? These guys are the OG hardiness champions of the aquarium world. They've been around since 1869, so yeah, they've got seniority, and honestly, they have earned it. What makes them stand out is their insane adaptability. They don't need heaters, and they can handle water temps all over the spectrum, from chilly to warm. Basically, they've been thriving through it all while we've been stressing about water parameters. And can we talk about their looks? Their iridescent colors and elegant fins are giving major main character energy. They're like living art, adding their undeniable flair to any tank they're in. But don't be fooled by their chill demeanor, they've got a little attitude. Paradise fish are semi-aggressive, so they might not vibe with everyone. Just give them some space and they'll be the kings or queens of their domain. And they're also reliable breeders, but they don't overdo it, which is kind of refreshing. If you're after a fish with historical clout, undeniable beauty, and a dash of personality, paradise fish are the whole package. For that adaptability, their elegance, and iconic history, paradise fish earn a solid spot in A tier, cementing their place as timeless tank legends. Zebra and Mbuna cichlids are the no-nonsense warriors of the aquarium world. These fish are tough, like take on anything tough. They're the hardiest of African cichlids, ready to thrive in environments that would have other fish tapping out. But there is a catch. These little fighters are super particular about their water conditions. They're all about that high pH and hard water lifestyle, and they won't settle for less. It's kind of a diva move, but if you're as resilient as they are, maybe you've earned it. Their bold striped patterns are straight up iconic, giving your tank a serious aesthetic boost. And their personalities? Big. They're active, assertive, and always up to something, making them endlessly entertaining to watch. Just make sure you meet their specific water needs, and they'll reward you with their feisty energy and stunning looks. Despite their toughness, their pickiness about water conditions lands them in the C tier, making them a warrior worth the effort if you're up for the challenge. The Mayan cichlid doesn't just survive, it conquers. These fish are the ultimate survivors, so much so that they've gained a bit of a bad reputation in the wild for being invasive. But hey, when you're built to handle almost any environment, you're bound to make a name for yourself. These guys are straight up durable, thriving in brackish, fresh, and even salty waters. It's like they looked at the rulebook for where fish should live and said, no, you know what, we're taking all this. Their striking red and black patterns give off major boss energy, and they're not shy about letting you know they run the tank. They're territorial but not overly aggressive, which makes them fascinating to observe. Finding them for your home aquarium can be a bit of a challenge though. They're not the easiest fish to source, but if you manage to get your hands on one, you're in for a treat. With their adaptability and striking looks, Mayan cichlids earn a solid spot in A tier, bringing unmatched resilience and a unique vibe to any setup. If fish were fashion icons, rainbow cichlids would be on every magazine cover. These vibrant beauties thrive in conditions that would send other fish packing. Swamps, flooded savannas, dramatic temperature shifts, hopefully not all at the same time in your living room. Rainbow cichlids keep on thriving like it's no big deal. Their name says it all. Their colors are stunning, a blend of golds, oranges, and reds that shimmer in the light. But they're more than just a pretty face. These fish are hardy and adaptable, making them a favorite for aquarists who want something both beautiful and tough. They're also chill, which is a bonus if you're looking to avoid tank drama. Watching them glide around their environment feels almost meditative. Whether you're a beginner or a seasoned hobbyist, rainbow cichlids bring a mix of resilience and radiance that's pretty hard to beat. Just make sure you give them the space and care that they deserve, and they'll turn your tank into a literal work of art. With their beauty and ability to thrive under challenging conditions, rainbow cichlids shine in the A tier, offering both style and substance to any tank. Keeping the rainbow theme, Celebes Rainbowfish are the low-key stars of the aquarium world. Small, colorful, and packed with personality. These little fish bring a quiet charm to any tank. Their unique flowing fins and metallic hues give them a dreamy, ethereal vibe, making them mesmerizing to watch. But don't be fooled by their delicate appearance, these fish are tough. Celebes Rainbowfish can handle a variety of water conditions, which makes them a great option for both beginners and experienced aquarists. They're happiest in a well-planted tank where they can dart around and show off their stunning colors. They're not demanding when it comes to care, but they do appreciate some clean water and a balanced diet of flakes, frozen food, or live treats. And keeping them in groups amplifies their natural beauty, as their schooling behavior creates a graceful, shimmering display. Celebes Rainbowfish are proof that you don't need to be flashy to stand out. They bring an understated elegance to any tank, effortlessly elevating the entire setup. Their adaptability and elegance secures them a spot in A tier, making them a must-have for anyone who loves the mix of beauty and durability. Alright, we can't talk about fish without mentioning Bettas, the drama kings and queens of the aquarium world. The ultimate mix of beauty and resilience, these fish are practically royalty with their flowing fins and striking colors. But don't let their glamour distract you. They're tougher than they look. Well, most of them. Here's the thing, Betta hardiness really depends on the type. Plecos, for example, are the street-smart tough guys of the Betta world, built to handle a wide range of conditions. The long fin varieties, though, are more like delicate divas who need a bit of extra pampering. Bettas are known for their territorial nature, so you often see them puffing up their gills and strutting their stuff. It's like their way of saying, This is my kingdom, you better back off. They're perfect for smaller tanks, but keep them solo unless you're prepared to carefully manage tank mates. And feeding is a breeze. They'll happily chow down on pellets, live food, or frozen treats. With their adaptability and vibrant personalities, Bettas are a joy to keep, though their variability and hardiness places them in the B tier, reflecting their mix of resilience and specific care needs. Zebra Danios are the overachievers of the fish world, and honestly, they deserve the hype. Those tiny striped swimmers are so much more than pretty faces. They're science superstars and adaptability icons. See, scientists have studied them extensively and for good reason. Zebra Danios are active, energetic, and they thrive in a variety of tank setups, whether it's a basic beginner setup or a fully planted masterpiece. They're the type of fish that never stop moving, and their constant darting and playful behavior make them endlessly entertaining to watch. And their hardiness is next level too. These fish can handle a wide range of water conditions without breaking a sweat, making them a dream for both new and experienced fish keepers. Oh, and did I mention they are prolific breeders? If you're looking to try your hand at breeding fish, Zebra Danios are a fantastic choice. Their bold black and silver stripes add a touch of sophistication to any aquarium, and their low-maintenance nature makes them a staple in the hobby. With their unstoppable energy, resilience, and scientific clout, Zebra Danios trot on into the S tier, and it is well-deserved, embodying everything you'd want in a bulletproof fish. Comet Goldfish are the legends of the hobby, and their reputation for durability is unmatched. These fish are long-lived, living over 20 years, and they're ridiculously hardy, versatile enough to thrive in both ponds and aquariums. They've been known to grow to impressive sizes in outdoor setups, where they got plenty of room to stretch their fins. See, Comet Goldfish have an almost mythical status among aquarists. They've got this amazing ability to adapt to any environment, and their beauty is undeniable. With their elongated tails and vibrant orange hues, they're stunning to watch as they glide through the water. They're so hardy they become invasive in some areas, proving just how adaptable they really are. Their care's pretty straightforward too, making them a go-to for beginners, though their size and need for space can be a little bit of a challenge for smaller indoor tanks. While Comet Goldfish may not offer the flashiness or excitement of some of the exotic species, their endurance and charm keep them a classic choice. For their versatility, long lifespan, and iconic status, Comet Goldfish streak into the A tier, balancing reliability with a touch of nostalgia for aquarists of all levels. And that's a wrap, Fish Fam. Which one is your ultimate bulletproof pick? Drop it in the comments. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell. Or better yet, click on the video to your right. Until next time, keep swimming strong.